Hello guys, welcome back to our channel, or welcome to our channel if you guys are new here. This morning we had Skylar May's speech and occupational therapy, so we went to the sensory room and did that. But for the main focus of today's video, I need to restock some of our baking supplies. We have officially run out of bread, so I need to start preparing my dough. I also need to make some more granola, and I'd like to make some muffins and possibly cookies, one of the two if not both. But we definitely desperately need some bread. I just did a big grocery shop yesterday as well, so our baked goods need to be restocked, and I am going to take the opportunity to do that today. So I thought, why not bring you guys along with me, because I love baking with you guys and showing you how I kind of restocked our baked goods, everything that I make for our little family of 3. And for the first time, I finally get to use my new bread scorer. I also got another loaf pan for my birthday, so I'm going to use that as well, and I am just super freaking pumped about that. So let's start making our dough, and then once our dough is set aside to rise, we can get started on making our granola, because that's super simple and pretty quick and easy to make. And then if I have time to get away with making muffins and cookies before I put my bread in, I will also do that. But before I start my baking process, I also need to clean up a little bit of our kitchen. The stove has some dishes on it, some pans and some baking sheets. The sink is full of dishes. The dishwasher needs to be unloaded. So I'm going to quickly do that and then get started on making my dough. dough is rising and set aside, and now we can get started on making our homemade granola. I've got all the ingredients out that I want to use for this recipe out on the counter. I've reset and cleaned up my kitchen. I don't know if anybody else does that. Like I know I can't be the only one that if I'm cooking or baking multiple things in the kitchen that day, I love to reset my kitchen and clean it in between things. It also helps me keep my kitchen clean in general so that it's not an absolute disaster by the end of my day in the kitchen. So comment down below if you do that too, or if you're the person that just prefers to just do it all at the end. Also, I finally got myself my own apron. I was really debating on making myself one, but honestly, I just don't have the time to learn a new in-depth hobby like sewing right now. I did a little bit of it when I was in like middle school and made a couple bags, but I literally haven't done it since then, so it's been a minute. I don't have a sewing machine, so it would all be by hand, so that's a whole other thing. But I saw this one at Walmart for like $9 and I got it. It's just a plain black apron. It has a couple pockets in the front of it, and I completely forgot to put it on before I made my dough. So we are going to put it on right now before we forget again. I don't even think I've worn an apron since I was a little girl. Okay, so first things first, I need to melt some of my coconut oil. This is only my second time making homemade granola, and I'm doing it a little bit different than last time. Instead of almonds, I will be adding sunflower seeds. And actually, I think that's pretty much it. That's different from last time. And I do follow a recipe to get like all the proper ingredients that I'll need, but honestly, I kind of just wing everything else. The recipe calls for 4 cups of oats, so I do follow that, and then everything else, I kind of just spitball and throw in there and mix it all together, and then throw it on our baking sheet and toss it in the oven. Just filled this up this morning. So I guess this only holds like 5 cups of oats in it, so that's good to know. If you don't want to use maple syrup, you can also use honey, but I love maple syrup with mine. Right, the house is smelling absolutely amazing so far. The granola is almost halfway done, and then I need to take it out, stir it or mix it, and then put it back in for another 15 minutes or until golden brown and crispy, and then I can let it cool and put it into our granola jar. So I'm going to start making my muffin batter. I decided I'm going to make blueberry and raspberry muffins because I don't have quite enough blueberries to just make blueberry muffins, and I don't have quite enough raspberries to just make raspberry muffins. So I'm going to do a mixture of both, and I think they're going to taste so good. So let's get started on making our muffin batter. right, our muffin batter is all done. It looks absolutely delicious. So let's put these in our muffin tin, and then once the granola is done, we can whip these in the oven. Okay, now that the granola is finished and cooling and the muffins are in the oven, I am going to make our cookie mixture. I'm gonna make peanut butter chocolate chip cookies. Gotta make something sweet because that's just how I am. And just like last time, we are going to be using the super easy peanut butter cookie recipe that's on the back of the Kraft peanut butter container. And once our muffins are done, we can put our cookies in, and by that time, I should be ready to whip together our bread and put that in the oven as well. Alrighty guys, the apron is off. All that's left to do is wait for the cookies to be done and then put the bread in the oven. But I'm feeling a little bit peckish, so I'm going to have a snack, and I wanted to show you guys the snack. I've been having this for literally ages because it went viral on TikTok, I want to say like during COVID times. And it's been a minute since I've had it, but it is so simple, so easy, and so freaking good. The person who I originally saw it from was Janelle Roner. I don't even know if that's how you say her name, but I don't know if she's the first one to do it, but that's who I got the idea from. So if you're looking for good healthy snacks that are low calorie, make sure you go and give her a follow on TikTok or on Instagram. But let me show you what I'm having for a snack today. So usually people have been doing it with jalapeno peppers. I like spicy foods, but not super spicy. Jalapenos are really spicy for me. So I do this trend with sweet peppers. I just cut off the tops and took out all the seeds. And then I'm going to literally fill them with plain cream cheese, put some everything bagel seasoning on top, or everything but the bagel seasoning, whatever you have is just fine. And then stuff it full of spicy Takis. Okay, we have our, can't even show you because they're gonna fall off the plate, but we have our everything bagel peppers stuffed with cream cheese and Takis. This snack is literally so good, and the crunch, just wait for it. It is the perfect amount of spice. The cream cheese is there to make sure it's not too spicy. You could get whatever flavor Takis you wanted, but it just adds a really nice crunch to the peppers. So I'm gonna go eat these, and then my cookies should be done soon, so I'm gonna take them out of the oven, let everything cool off, put it away, and get my bread in the oven. the bread is in the oven now, so we are finally almost finished our baking and restocking of our baked goods, which feels really, really good that I finally got that done because I've been putting that off for far too long. I think I'm going to set up a little fun painting project for Skylar May because I think she's starting to get a little bit bored watching me bake all day. Bye. And I've been meaning to start a new hobby. I'll talk to you guys a little bit about before I do it in the next couple clips here, but I'm going to attempt to start a new hobby today.
I had a dream you were standing next to me, all dressed in white, holding you close. We were closer than most, but something just didn't seem right. I knew on the day I was giving you away, I couldn't see his face. When I awoke, I was filled with hope. Maybe this time you'd stay. When they broke the news, I was so confused, but I remembered that dream. I was rest assured that my love would be.
But I am trying my first hand at a new hobby. This is a hobby that I've been wanting to do for quite some time, and I got given a couple of embroidery kits, so I'm gonna try to start doing embroidery. I think it is so freaking cute and cozy. Such a cozy hobby to do as well, which if you guys know me, you know I love cozy hobbies and I am picking up new ones literally all the time, faster than I can learn how to do them. Both of them look very similar, so I think I'm going to go with the less intense one, which I think is going to be this one because there's just one bee versus 3 bees. So we'll go with this guy, and then I got some cloth and a ring. I have no idea how to do this. I haven't even tried to attempt this up until this point, so you guys can watch this whole process with me, and it might be an absolute disaster. It just might be an absolute disaster, but we're gonna give it a go, and we're gonna try not to stab ourselves in the whole entire process. Oh wait, it comes with... Okay, so I had to fix it. I ended up opening the kit and there was already a piece of cloth with the outline in there because duh. I don't know why I didn't think about that. So I ended up taking out the other piece of cloth that I worked so hard to put in here and worked extra hard to get to this one in here. Alrighty guys, here's all of our baked goods that we made today. Everything is absolutely delicious and I am so happy that our baked goods are all restocked again. And then look at Skylar May's little art. I gave her a birdhouse, I believe, for Christmas, and I finally let her paint that since spring is coming. We can hang this up outside. And I thought that was super cute. And then she wasn't done painting after she painted her birdhouse, so I decided to give her a little canvas, and I cannot wait to hang this up in her room. The embroidery was so relaxing to do. It's gonna take me a really long time to get the hang of it, but once I started doing it, after the initial shock of how much work you actually have to put into it and what the amount of focus that it takes for you to learn all the different stitches and such, it's so much fun. So I'm definitely going to continue on with that and hopefully get much better in the process. You know, it's a little bit rough right now. My stitches aren't perfectly straight. I'm so excited to have started a new hobby now that I actually do it. I hope I can keep up with it because I really like it. It's super soothing, cozy, and comforting. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna pick away at that for the remainder of the night probably. I just warmed up some leftovers from last night. This is honestly one of my favorite dinners, you guys. It's literally just pan-fried chicken with some seasoning on it, and then a bowl full of roasted vegetables, whatever veggies you like. I did broccoli, onions, chickpeas, and sweet potatoes, and then a big old dollop of hummus. And it is literally so freaking good. So I'm gonna go eat this, watch me some Bridgerton, and then pick away at more of my embroidery after I finish eating dinner. It's been a little while later and we are just winding down for the night. I just gave Skylar May a bath, did her hair in cute little braids, and now she's watching a movie on her tablet. So I'm going to take this opportunity to end this vlog for today. I hope you guys enjoyed coming along with me today and restocking my baked goods and watching Skylar May do a couple of paint projects. I absolutely love her artwork and she loves to paint, so really it's a win-win. There's one small wall in her room that I want to fill with her art, but I have to be very careful because she loves to pick her art off the wall. Are you gonna come say goodnight to the vlog? This is what she does all the time. I love you so much. Oh my goodness. I love you so much. Can you say it back? She says it back sometimes and it's literally the cutest thing ever. But anyways, you guys, if you enjoyed this vlog, please make sure to give it a like and subscribe down below for more content like this. And until then, we will see you guys in the next one. Bye guys.